Wagwan family, welcome back to Briscoe's Kitchen and Spice. In today's video, I'm going to share with you how to cook cow foot soup Caribbean recipe. First and foremost, big up Father God over here. So now, I'm going to show you all the ingredients I'm going to use to make the cow foot soup. So this is the cow foot I'm using to make the soup. And this is one whole cow foot cut up. You can see, nice and fresh. So over here, I have some blend green seasoning, my Briscoe's all-purpose seasoning. Here, I have a pumpkin soup flavored mix. I have some pimentos. I have one fresh lime to wash the cow foot. Here, I'm going to use some okra. I have a piece of yellow yam. I have one coco. I also have 2 Irish potato, 1 sweet potato. Here, I have a piece of pumpkin, and this is roughly about 2 pounds of pumpkin. I'm going to use 1 corn. I have 2 stalks of scallions. I have some fresh thyme. I have 2 Scotch bonnet pepper. Here, I have 1 chocho. Also, I have 1 carrot. Here, so I have 2 cups of flour to make the dumplings. I have 1/3 cup of cornmeal. I'm going to use some water also to make the dough and some salt. So this is the pot I'm going to cook the cow foot soup in. Here, I'm going to add 12 cups of water. Now I'm going to turn on the stove. Going to cover the pot. Now I'm going to wash the cow foot. Rinse off first. So I'm going to wash with lime. Now I'm going to season the cow foot with my all-purpose seasoning and green seasoning. Just lightly season them, not too heavy. I'm going to add 2 tablespoons green seasoning. So this is how it look after I season it up. And the green seasoning is optional. You don't have to add the green seasoning, okay my people? It's just optional. Now the water boiling, we're going to add the cow foot. Now I'm going to cover it up and allow it to cook for an hour and 15 minutes. Cause cow foot take 2 hours to cook, okay? Okay, so it's 35 minutes since the cow foot boiling on the stove. The water boiled down. I'm going to add some more water to it. I'm using hot water from the kettle. I'm gonna give it a stir. Now I'm going to cover it up back. Okay, now we're going to peel the carrot, chocho, and pumpkin and dice them up. Now I'm going to peel the pumpkin. Now I'm just going to dice them up. So it is an hour and 15 minutes since the cow foot and the stove boiling. Now I'm going to add the carrot, pumpkin, and chocho. Before I'm going to wash them. add everything. Now I'm going to allow the pumpkin them to boil out and give the soup body, okay? We're going to give the soup that thick body. Now I'm going to cover the pot. Alright, now the pot come back to a boil. Here I'm going to add the pimentos. 6 cubes of garlic. Now I'm going to cover it back up. Okay, now I'm going to peel the sweet potato, Irish potato, coco, cut the corn, and peel the yellow yam. So I'm start off by peeling the sweet potato. Just going to dice it up. Just like that. Not too small. Peel the yam. Now I'm just going to rinse them off before I add them to the pot. So as you can see, all the pumpkin boil out. So you see the soup have that rich pumpkin color. Alright, now I'm going to add these. Give it a stir. The cow foot actually cook, you can see. Now I'm going to cover the pot and go and make the dumplings. So here I have 2 cups of all-purpose flour. Here 1/3 cup of cornmeal. Half teaspoon of salt. Now I'm going to mix them together. So for the water, I'm just going to add a liquor by liquor until I shape the dough. You just want to add just a liquor by liquor, not too much. Now I don't need to add no more water to it. So just need. Now I'm going to wash off the excess flour off my hands. So I'm just going to continue to knead the flour a little bit more. Okay, now I'm going to shape the dumplings them. I'm just going to pinch off a little piece. I don't want the dumplings them too big. Roll. So this is how I shape them. Pinch off another small piece. Roll. I'm just going to continue until I finish all of the dough. So this is all the dumplings I get. 10 dumplings. Alright, now I'm going to add them to the pot. I'm going to add the dumplings. Give it a stir. Now I'm going to add the pumpkin soup flavored mix. Give it a stir. I'm going to add 2 Scotch bonnet pepper, but I'm not going to make them burst, just for the flavor. 2 stalk of scallions. A bunch of fresh thyme. Going to cover the pot. Now I'm going to add the okra. Add them just on top. And the okra is optional. Me like okra in my cow foot soup. Cover the pot. Now I'm going to turn it down on medium. Okay, now I'm going to serve a bowl. Got that. So here you have it. Cow foot soup, Caribbean recipe. Go for a taste. Rich and nice, my people. Look at this. See? So good. Okay, my people, let me know in the comment the next soup you want me to make. So please remember to like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I have a lot more recipe to share with you all. See you in the next one.
Briscoe's Kitchen and Spice. Yeah, the food is nice. Like, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Yeah, Briscoe's Kitchen and Spice.